Hi everyone, Lena is here. Today I'm going to do a micro training with you. Have you ever wondered why in your life you clearly want something, but for some reason you're not getting to that result you want? Or you get in there some of the times, but not always. And sometimes you are getting the opposite of what you want, and you just don't know why. You're doing all the things, all the motions, but it doesn't work. You know, on my own journey, growing as a person, as a human being, as a coach, I've learned a model of powerful being, which connected all the dots kind of for me in the head. Why sometimes I get what I want, and why sometimes I'm in this powerful flow, and why sometimes I'm just not there and I'm not doing anything and I'm getting the opposite of what I want. And I'm going to walk through this model today, very briefly, not going too deep, just to introduce you to the idea of why we get what we get in life and why we are who we are in life. So most of us human beings, we work from some kind of results we want, right, in life. And this result might be not necessarily outside us, right? It might be some, well, I want to move to a new country, or, I want to find a new job because I'm not happy with the current one. And at the same time, result may be always connected to some kind of inner state you're seeking for. So, for example, when I wanted to change job, I wanted to find a fulfillment. I wanted to feel more of myself when I work. I wanted to be more connected with people. So the result we get may be something outside us, but it's also always connected to some kind of feeling or state we want to be in. So yes, most of us are aware that we have our wants, and sometimes they are not quite clear, but at least the feeling that we want something is there. And most of us know that to get to the result, we need to do something, right? We need to take action, we need to grow, we need to learn. So this is what we do. We take actions to get to the results, right? And not taking action is also getting us to some result. The result, either we want this result or not. So we are taking many thousands of actions per day, and most of them are actually unconscious, which lead to some kind of results. And the power of action is often connected to a mindset we are taking this action with. For example, we can take an action with a growth mindset when we believe everything is a learning, not a failure, and I will try again till I succeed. Or we can take it with the opposite mindset, like, I'll try once, if it doesn't work, it's probably not for me. So it will determine the effectiveness of your action and ultimately the results. So far so good. Most of my life I understood this, right? But somehow it didn't work. So I knew the actions I needed to take, and sometimes I took them, nothing happened. Or sometimes, most of the times, I was just hesitant even to take an action. It was bizarre, like, why? I know what I need to do. If I want to change my career, I need to start looking. I need to stop doubting myself, and I want to start looking. And I just couldn't understand why I'm staying at the job where I'm not quite happy, even though I liked it, but it wasn't true me. Well, there is this. There is much more to that. And most of that is actually something we don't see, that lives on much more unconscious level, beyond the surface, the iceberg, classical iceberg. So what is the source of most of our actions? Well, all of us, we have a prism through which we see the world, right? This is a paradigm. This is our map of the world. We see the world. And this prism consists of beliefs we have, like believe that, I'm not good enough as XYZ. I'm not good enough as a programmer. I'm not good enough as a coach. I'm not good enough as a girlfriend, whatever, right? And those beliefs shape our actions. They are source of our actions. Besides the beliefs, there are more, abstract beliefs like views, our opinions, our rules, and they often come and get get internalized by us from society. For example, views like girls are not good at tech, right? Or men don't cry, or it's not inappropriate to be vulnerable, right? And all of this unconsciously set up the programs which run our actions. And most of the actions we are not even aware of. We are doing thousands of things we are not aware, which set up us to the results we don't want because of our deeply ingrained beliefs. But that's not the end of the story. Below this level, you may ask, what drives me, right? Like, what drives creating these beliefs? And these beliefs are sourced in our deepest, one of the deepest layers of our being which is what we find important in life. What do we value in life? What do we prioritize in life? Consciously or not, right? For example, most of the humans, we share the value of safety because we want to survive. We share the value of belonging because we grew up, we evolved in a tribal structure, and being not belonging meant death. So we all share these basic values, but on top of that, we have more than that. For example, my value, my core value is kindness. And when I'm not living kindness, I'm not myself, and I'm not happy, I'm starting to get depressed and so on. So when you don't live your values, you can immediately notice it. And your values, or what's important for you, it's something you would be willing to die for, actually. So it's a good question to ask yourself, what do you value in life? What do you prioritize in life? Is it safety? Is it need to belong? Or is it something else, like feeling of growth, learning? Is it kindness? Is it sharing with others? It's up to you. And the values are not good or bad, they just are. And then set up the next layer of behaviors, beliefs, views, opinions we have about the world. And that's the beauty of it, because it's very powerful. It's basically ultimately what takes you out of your bed in the morning, your values. But it's also difficult, right? Because they're so deeply ingrained. We are just not seeing them, and we don't see how it all works together. Hence, you need to do a lot of work on a constant basis to uncover this. And if you are not feeling like you, check in with yourself. What I'm valuing and what I'm prioritizing this time in my life. And that's also not the end of the story, because all models are useful and most of them are wrong, right? Well, wrong in the sense they do not reflect the complete picture. But I wanted to make a last note on this model. All of that lives in the field of your awareness. And by now you probably heard about mindfulness and the importance of this, and many studies confirming how important it is to be mindful. And awareness for me is more than that. It's basically, for me, awareness is the source of your being. The more self-aware you are, the more power you have to step out of this triangle and see it. And see that it's not all of you, and that you can actually make a choice. Unless we cultivate the self-awareness, we have little to no power to make choices consciously, right? Most of the choices we will be doing will be set up from our current being, because that's how we work. But if you want to change, if you want new results, if you want a new being, you need to be able to step out of yourself and see, okay, what choices I really want to make, and start making them. And for that, you need awareness. So in self-development, in self-improvement, in cultivating self-acceptance and everything, awareness is very important. Therefore, we coaches, we do a lot of work around there. And you can also do it on your own. You're aware of meditations, and there are much more ways to cultivate self-awareness. And the basic thing is just sometimes just sit down and reflect of what was driving you. What kind of results are you getting in your life? What kind of actions led to these results? What did you believe about yourself, about people around, and about the world which led to these actions? What did you value in these moments which kind of triggers these beliefs? And then you can make a choice. Okay, do I want to do the same choice next time? Or do I want to change something about my life? So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for sticking with me a bit longer than usual. And I invite you to kind of take this model and apply to yourself, either to something you already have, the results you are getting in life, and go through these layers, and also apply it to some results you want to have. So if I want to get something, what kind of actions and I want to take, what do I need to believe about myself, the world, and people around to take them, and what shall I prioritize, what shall I value, what shall I find important in my life to take this action, to create these beliefs, actions, and results ultimately. All right, that's it for now. Have a great day ahead, and if you have any questions or comments, please drop me a comment, a message, reach out, and yeah, all the best. Bye bye.